Hey guys, so quick update on the tractor. All right, so now that I have the key, the plan is to go to the farm, pick up some equipment, two 5-ton AC units, and then take the tractor back to the shop. I'm gonna have to do a couple rounds. Um, First, pick up the AC units, then take the tractor back. So I went to the farm with the box truck with intentions of loading it up with AC units. But when I went to go start the tractor did not want to start. It's been sitting unused since October or around October, before the holidays. That's when the contractor last used the tractor. So the tractor did not want to start. It was just going click, 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 click. So I'm like, great, I have a dead battery. I do have a jump pack in my truck. I did take a jump pack with me, but the jump pack did not start. It was still not good enough to start the tractor. So I decided to go to AutoZone to pick up a brand new battery. And since I was in the box truck, I came unprepared, no tools, nothing, just that jump pack, luckily, and a can of fuel, a diesel. Um, the at AutoZone, I got the battery and a very low price socket set, and I'm not a mechanic, so I don't spend a lot of money on tools. I have Cobalt, Husky. In fact, I got a Husky socket set that I've had for a couple of decades, and it still works. It's still great. Um, but like I said, I'm not a mechanic, so I'm not using it every single day. Um, I do have tools from Harbor Freight that work great. Some are questionable, but most of them work great. The socket set that I got at AutoZone, it wasn't inexpensive. It was, it was, uh, it was cheap. And there's a difference between inexpensive and cheap. Cheap has a negative connotation, while inexpensive is just saying it's a low cost value. Cheap is poor quality, poor craftsmanship, just shit. And this socket set was shit because it did not do a simple task of loosening up the bolts to the battery bracket. It was a standard and metric 24 piece socket set with a ratchet for $32. And I was stripping bolts and I was like, fuck this. I don't want to give myself more work in the future. So I took an L that day and I was like, I'm just gonna and come back and work on this tractor on another day, because I need to come prepared. So a couple days later, I came back for another time, and this time I came in my truck because I just wanted to make sure I could get this tractor started. I came with my tools, swapped out the battery, no problem. Everything was going good. When I went to start the tractor, it was like not starting. It was chugging. It was cranking a bit, but it was not firing up all the way. I was like, God damn it. Like I said, the tractor's been sitting since October. The tank was empty, so I had to put new diesel in it. So I was like, damn it, what's wrong? Are the lines clogged or something? But I had somewhere to be. I didn't have time to go and mess around and dick around with this tractor to figure out what's wrong with it. So I took another L and said, fuck it, I need to go. I'm not a mechanic, so I really don't know what's wrong with it. So I called my brother and a friend who are mechanics, and they said, more than likely, you got air in your fuel line with that tractor sitting empty and you putting brand new fuel in it. So It's like, okay, now I know what to do. Watch a couple of YouTube videos. They told me how to bleed the valve fuel lines through the valve cover. And they say go watch a couple of YouTube videos to get an idea. So that's what I did. And let me pause. So now we're back for another time to work on the tractor. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not enjoying this. I am not enjoying this. It's taking me a lot of time, an hour and a half, one way to get to this tractor. So I'm wasting a lot of time. Time is money. So yeah, so instead of me explaining to you what happened next, I'm just gonna share my story, my Instagram story of that day. So enjoy. Hey folks, today we get to play mechanic. We got a tractor here that does not want to start. At first I thought it was just a battery, since it did not turn on, but I got a brand new battery after trying to jump it. Now the tractor turns on, but it still does not want to start. So with this been sitting here for several months with an empty fuel tank, I was told that the fuel lines, which are these are the fuel lines. We got the fuel pump. That there's probably air in the fuel lines, so this needs to be bled. The idea is to loosen these up one at a time, crank it, and get the air out. So sounds like an easy task, shouldn't take too long. I got my tools, but what I wish I had was a gazebo because it's hot. So we got the fuel filter right here. This red indicator is showing that it has water in there. So we're gonna try to drain it real quick. Drain the water out of the fuel line. How does water get into the fuel line? I have no clue. I'm just reading what the manual says and YouTube. Oh man, how many turns do I have to turn this thing? There it goes. There we go. It's dripping, you see that? Oh man, that's a lot of water. That might be the... Alright, so update. I'm losing this battle with this tractor. It doesn't want to go. It kind of starts, it kind of runs, but dies after a second. I really don't know. I'm gonna head back to town. It's only about 9 minutes from here. Grab some food, rest for a bit. I've been at this for about a little over two hours. I'll get some food, rest for a second, fill up the jerry can with more diesel, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, at least with it being late in the day, the weather is cooling down. It's only 89 degrees now. We are no longer in the 90s, so that's good. Yeah. So with the help of my brother and his multimeter, I was able to find out that it was this guy causing the problem. This guy's dead. Got the fuel line over there pinched off as best as I could. It's the fuel line is kind of short, so it's hard to reach. But yeah, gonna go to AutoZone, replace this guy, and we shall see what's next. Looks like we got a storm incoming, about 39%. That means my ass needs to hurry up. We got rain Okay, so real quick, since it's stopped raining, but it still could come down. Old fuel pump. That's thunder that you hear. New fuel pump. We thought we might need this. I could always return it if we don't use it. I don't really think we'll need it because it came with these and that should work. Gotta cut this guy off and then wire him onto this and mount everything in. Hopefully, where's that mount? The new mount, which I misplaced, it's right here. I'm so blind. I gotta figure out how to make that work. Hopefully it will, it should work. Anyways, yeah, let's go. Look at that, it's working. All right, we got it running. The guy's spinning. I got this screwdriver right here, holding the throttle. Because if I push it too much, it kills the engine. It's like flooding it. So yeah. So now we can tighten all these guys. Loosen and tighten each one of these fuel lines. Yeah. Let's go. All right, we got it running. It's running. Woo. I'm excited. This is a win. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm happy. Time to go home. All right, I'm ready to go home. All right, this is a win. I was concerned earlier, but we got it done. We got the tractor running. Now time to go home. It's gonna take me an hour and a half, so I won't be home till like almost 11. A little after 11. Anyways, all right, you guys have a good night. Been fun. Oh, you guys can't see. All right, yeah, it's too dark. All right, bye. All right, now that we're done with this chapter of the story, the tractor's running, we're done. We're back at square one, which is I gotta go back, pick up these AC units, and then come back one last time. I'm hoping, praying to God, it's one last time to go and pick up the tractors. So 2 more trips, and then we're done. 2 more trips. All right, so hopefully we'll get that done sometime this week, or next week. Is, like I said, it's exhausting and it's hot. It's hot. We've been in the upper 90s. It's raining. It's humid. Yeah. We got more rain this week. So, anyways, stay tuned. I'll see you guys next time.